I think the show is one of the best on TV, by the way. You guys rock. Maggie, Lindsay, I mean, do you guys have any previous martial arts experience? Because you guys kick ass and you look great on TV, and I'm just curious to know if you had martial arts experience or you learned that with the show, or...
I'm just old, and I've been doing it for 15 years now. So, but Lindsay, talk about yourself.
No, I didn't before the show, but Maggie was welcoming the first year when we did the pilot to kind of bring me into her world, and did a little bit of training with her before I went up to Toronto and kind of got a little bit of a taste of what was in store. Thank you, Maggie, for that. That was really
You're a hard worker,
helpful.
man.
I was a dancer growing up, so it's just kind of like learning choreography. And
She's so flexible, it's not even funny. Don't start. She's not just pretty, guys, she's flexible too. It took me years to get flexible, because I was a swimmer and a runner. They're not, I couldn't even touch my toes, but this one's like, I was like, so these are the stretches. She's like, oh yeah, I know. And she's like, her torso's on the floor. I'm like, bitch. It only took me like 8 years to be able to do that. It was awesome. She's like, I'm sorry.
Thank you, you guys rock.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. As a quick comment, I watch the show religiously every week, but I dragged my husband here today, and I hope after today's panel that we'll be able to do that together watching. So maybe... Right there. And so my question is, I'm really interested in sort of the background that goes into making this show. In terms of language training, we already got to know a little bit about the martial arts. What about the gun shooting, you know, the badass stuff? Is that something that you guys came in with? Is that something that you do it all yourselves, or is it all stunts? Basically, just want to know how much of it is really you and then just scripted for the moment.
we shoot all our own guns.
The language thing, like we've got coaches for the different coach for every language, right? You guys work on that.
The coaches are like a Banatanet.
Can we hear something in Russian?
Every culture, every language.
Our Russian teacher is the most incredible. She's, well, yeah, she teaches me. She's amazing, right?
She's unbelievable.
She's unbelievable. She actually was in an episode. She played the piano teacher.
Oh, yeah, that's
she's so pretty.
Yeah,
that
she's
so beautiful
all the
that she
writers
has
try to put Russian in their episodes so she can be on set.
She's so hot.
She's the best.
She's so attractive. Thank you.
First of all, welcome to San Diego, and I hope you get better weather than just what we had here today. My question is about foreign language. So many of you have to memorize lines in a foreign language. How easy is that to do, and do any of you speak any of those languages that you're speaking in the show?
Well, that's what we were just saying. Like we don't really. You guys don't. Like we have these experts, and one of them is Russian and hot.
Both Maggie and I and Shane, I feel like everyone, we like work on our lunch break to learn these, because they change and they just, right?
It's hard.
Learning another
really
language
hard.
is really, really weird.
Yeah, there's a lot in this first episode. The first episode takes place in Hong Kong, and there's a bunch of Cantonese in it, and there's, you know, so. Michael's going to be speaking that, yeah.
Oh,
Michael's
suffrage.
speaking
So
Cantonese.
hard.
It's going to be good.
So hard.
I'm not excited about that.
It's one
I
line.
should be, in fact, learning that.
Thank you.
Hi, I just want to say congratulations on season 3, first and foremost. I don't know if my question is more directed toward Maggie or Craig, but I just want to say that the Nikita and Carla scenes were really touching, and it seems like they wanted to gear Nikita toward a natural role of leading division. How do you plan on balancing that with Nikita's natural aversion to it?
We don't really balance it. That's what Nikita's trying to do, and it's difficult. It doesn't really work out, you know, for her, because she's used to fighting the man, and now she's kind of like working for the man, and she's sort of like, something's wrong.
Pretty soon.
Yeah, pretty soon.
Pretty soon. It's an itty bitty.
Starting to watch.
you're shooting on set, do you ever feel like you're actually like a government agent in a ball with a hidden gun?
I mean, always.
All the time. I do all the time. I know Dylan Casey is, for sure.
Yes. Sean Pierce thinks he's Sean Pierce 24/7.
Yes. He's not here to defend himself, so where you go?
That's why we're talking shit about it. Thank you.
Guys, I really hope you get some Emmy consideration for this past season because it was amazing, especially Raph. My wife and I watch the show religiously, which is great because she writes for Once Upon a Time. So you get writers that love your show a lot. And one of our favorite villains of the past couple of seasons has been Rob Stewart's character, Roan. Because he's like this awesome, like Boba Fett type, where he doesn't need to speak at all. He can just look at a speakerphone and know Nikita's somewhere, you know? Is there a chance that Amanda will get her own version of Roan now?
Ah, that's good. No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be, we're talking about it. We don't know what to call her, but we're going to have a female Roan.
And I'm sure she'll be hot. That's great.
Hi. First off, y'all ladies are crazy gorgeous in person, I gotta say. I'm just speaking for everybody here. But yeah, my question is to Maggie. Being one of the only Asian leads on TV, I'm just, yeah, for real. I'm wondering, like, what do you think is the future of like Asian actors in Hollywood? And yeah, just basically that.
I mean, that's the thing, right? It's sort of like, it's gotta happen at some point. The fact that it hadn't until we did this show, to me was like monkey bananas. I couldn't actually process the fact that. Do you know how I learned that this was the first Asian American lead? I read it in the Hollywood Reporter. Because to me, I didn't know that hadn't happened. I know that there have been amazing Asians on television, but they were never leads. And I just, it was that weird feeling of excited and also kind of mortified that Asian Americans hadn't had that vehicle yet. And what makes me happier about this whole thing is that Nikita wasn't an Asian role. It wasn't like, we're doing a series on Taiwan. Because that's not really a feat, right? That's sort of like, you know, they would have lined me up for that. So this was just a character. And Warner Brothers at the time was saying, you know, we were just looking for the right actress. We weren't saying like, you know, she had to be red or blue or yellow or, you know, green. She turned out to be yellow. or because I'm mixed, my friends call me off-white. But the best thing about this opportunity is that it opens doors for people after me, and I think that's the biggest compliment.
Last question, guys. Make it count.
Yeah, just to follow that, I want to say me and my cousin, we watch your show because we wanted to support our fellow Asian, you know, so thanks for just being awesome.
Tell all your Asian friends that. All their cousins.
My question is, are we going to get a backstory on Amanda, especially with Percy being dead and everything? Would that work?
Yeah, we're going to get her backstory finally.
Okay, guys, that's a wrap. Sorry. I know, sucks. But remember that Nikita Season 3 premieres on the CW on October 19th at 9 p.m. And
I just say one thing about the fans of this show and how freaking appreciative we are. I got stuck on a flight in Houston trying to get here. And my flight got canceled, and I was on standby. Anyway, I almost didn't make it here. So what's that? It sucks! I'm lined up with 30 people trying to get on this plane, and they call my name, and I was so excited. Anyway, it's because I get on, and I'm jammed in between, you know, two dudes. That was the last seat on the plane. And I get in, and I sit down, and this my friend comes over to me and says, hey, there's a girl back here who said that you can switch seats with her so that you can sit with me. And I was like, oh my God, wait, where's she? Oh my God, ah! So wait, do you have understand what she did. So listen, so I'm like, she had an aisle. Do you know what an aisle is on a small plane? She had a friggin' aisle. She jammed herself in between two dudes where I was supposed to be to give me an aisle. And then, as if that wasn't enough, wait for it, she says to me, I saw you waiting for the plane, and I didn't know if you would get on, and if you didn't, I was gonna get off the plane and give you my seat so you can make it to Comic-Con. I want to give her more than my name card. I want to give her like the biggest hug ever. You are class and so kind, and I just thank you so much.